And then the story involving Sarah Palin. You are about to see for yourself a personal message sent by Governor Palin to the AIP, the Alaskan Independence Party. And we have received a comment from the McCain camp. They are not at all happy that we are even doing this story, but did not send somebody to talk to us on the air. We'll hope they change their mind, and we'll be right back. We welcome you back to the world headquarters of CNN. I'm Rick Sanchez. We've been getting a ton of your responses on these stories that we're following today, involving, including the one that we're covering now, and that is the story about Sarah Palin and Todd Palin and their association, if any, with the Alaska Independent Party. We have just received some comments within the last hour from the McCain camp, and to be fair, I want to make sure I read it to you in full. Here it is. Let's go over my shoulder, Robert. I put it up here so you can see it on this board. Can you see it right there? CNN is furthering a smear with this report. No different than if your network ran a piece. Let me get that out of the way there. That blinking's making me crazy. I'll start over. CNN is furthering a smear with this report. No different than if your network ran a piece questioning Senator Obama's religion. No serious news organization has tried to make this connection, and it is unfortunate that CNN would be the first. This is from Michael Goldfarb. He's a McCain-Palin spokesperson who we have been in contact with. He goes on to say, we're trying to arrange to have one of the governor's people come on the air and respond in the event you do run this piece. Well, obviously, we are doing this report, and we would welcome anyone from the governor's office if they want to come forward and give us their side of the story. And if there's any other statement that you would like us to read, we will be happy to read it on the air. We should note, by the way, that we have been in contact with the McCain people on this story since 9:30 this morning when we first started going through some of this information. All right, let us continue now our interview with David Newart. And as we continue the interview, there's another piece of video I would like for you to see. This is the video of Sarah Palin in 2008 sending a personal message from the governor's office to the Alaska Independent Party. Here it is.
I'm Governor Sarah Palin, and I am delighted to welcome you to the 2008 Alaskan Independence Party Convention in the Golden Heart City, Fairbanks. Your party plays an important role in our state's politics. I've always said that competition is so good, and that applies to political parties as well. I share your party's vision of upholding the Constitution of our great state. My administration remains focused on reining in government growth so individual liberty and opportunity can expand. I know you agree with that. We have a great promise to be a self-sufficient state made up of the hardest working, most grateful Americans in our nation. So as your convention gets underway, I hope that you all are inspired by remembering that all those years ago, it was in this same city that Alaska's Constitution was born. And it was founded on hope and trust and liberty and opportunity. I carry that message of opportunity forward in my administration as we continue to move our state ahead and create positive change. So I say good luck on a successful and inspiring convention. Keep up the good work, and God bless you.
All right, as we understand it, that was 2008. Let's bring Mr. David Newart back in with Salon.com. Mr. Newart, we understand that she also actually attended in person the convention in 2006 and 2000, right?
I'm not so sure about 2000. We haven't confirmed that, but certainly we know she was at the 2006 convention because she was campaigning there for governor. And the AIP did not have a gubernatorial candidate that year, and its members essentially endorsed Sarah as their party's standard bearer.
You heard moments ago when I read to our viewers this comment that came to us from the McCain camp. They were watching this conversation that you and I were having, and they say this would be no different, quote, than if your network ran a piece questioning Senator Obama's religion. Is this in any way a religious organization, the AIP?
Not at all. It's purely political. It's secular. Some of the members are very definitely fundamentalist Christians, but the AIP itself is not involved in religious issues, except to the extent that it's involved with the Constitution Party of the United States. This is the larger national umbrella that they organize under, and the Constitution Party is definitely a theocratic party.
Why, let me ask you, why do you think the American people should know about this?
Well, a couple of reasons. One of the things my partner on this story, Max Blumenthal, points out is that the AIP has specifically had a program of infiltration aimed at getting members and their sort of camp followers promoted within the other political parties, and obviously the Republican Party is a lot closer in Alaska to the AIP than the Democratic Party is.
Are they responsible for her ascendance then, in any way, or?
We have no evidence of that, but we do have the chairman of the AIP back in 2004 talking about Sarah Palin as an example of the kind of person that they want to have rising through the ranks and infiltrating other parties.
Infiltrating. Interesting choice of words. David
Yes.
Neward with Salon.com. My thank you, sir, for taking time and taking us through this investigative piece. And regards to Max Blumenthal, who I know was your associate in writing this as well.
Thank you.
A new CNN poll of polls has the numbers shifting somewhat, but in whose direction?